Hello, welcome to Thursday's Nuts Today. Hope you're well. I'm Emma Caldwell and we are bringing you all sorts of things for this Thursday show. First, we'll be hearing more about a deep water dive that's discovered the wreckage of a First World War ship, HMS Nottingham. Volunteers who help look after its ensign flag at a city church say they're delighted that the battle cruiser has finally been found.
Suddenly, with all the publicity and the knowledge around the finding of the wreck of the Nottingham, it suddenly made you look at this with renewed enthusiasm and curiosity. So I shall always look at the flag with greater knowledge and appreciation.
We're also going to be meeting one of the Hatsune tribute artists you can meet at a very special Japanese anime event taking over part of Nottingham. Otaku World brings anime fans together and is hosting a very special event at Faraday's on Sunday. And in a few moments we'll be meeting Karisina, a popular Hatsune Miku tribute act, to hear all about it. And we're also going to be hearing how a potential sinkhole has caused traffic disruption to continue across Nottingham city centre. Upper Parliament Street was forced to close on Wednesday due to a collapsed underground pipe, and those closures continue into today as well. We'll bring you more on that shortly, plus we'll be hearing from last weekend's Splendour headliners, the Kaiser Chiefs, direct from the Notts TV bus.
What's it like? Well, we played in Nottingham lots of times. We played everywhere. It's amazing. And like, what was the one you were talking about before? That first one we were live on Radio 1.
Yeah.
That was it. What's it called?
Rescue rooms?
Yeah.
In sport, we'll hear from Forest homegrown talent Zach Abbott after he put pen to paper on a new deal at the City Ground.
You dream of as a kid, like making more steps in the game, and I'm just glad that this journey is continuing at this club. So yeah, I'm really happy, and just thank you to everyone involved. Every little bit has helped me on this journey.
All that and loads more coming up just for you. But first, volunteers preserving the memory of a battleship sunk during the First World War are celebrating after the wreck was found in the bottom of the North Sea 109 years after she disappeared. HMS Nottingham, which was named after the city, was torpedoed in August 1916. 38 crewmen lost their lives. The story made international headlines this week when a team of Project Explore divers found the wreck. A huge Union Jack once flown by the ship was given to the city of Nottingham just a few months before the sinking, and it still hangs inside St Mary's Church in the Lace Market, where it's cared for by a team of volunteers. They've shared their reaction to the discovery today.
The remarkable thing is the state of preservation. I mean, you imagine 100 years under the North Sea, you think it would be barnacled and hard to decipher, but it looks as if it was sunk yesterday. And it's terribly poignant to see what is in fact a war grave and is there, and with a very strong attachment to the city of Nottingham. It's far greater significance because for several reasons. One is the ship was at the Battle of Jutland, this epic battle of the Great War, the very famous battle, sort of depending which side of the channel you're from. It was either a German victory or a British victory, but it was a major battle, and that was a flag that flew at this sort of phenomenal great sea battle between two mighty fleets of ships, and the flag has hung there, and we now know the ship was sunk. We now know where it is, and this is one of the few things that remains on land that we can see to remind us of the Nottingham, because the ship is now at the bottom of the sea. We'll see photographs of it, but you can come and physically see the Union Jack that flew on her some months before she sank. Suddenly, with all the publicity and the knowledge around the finding of the wreck of the Nottingham, it suddenly made you look at this with renewed enthusiasm and curiosity. And I've been reading the plaque to see when it was presented and who presented it and why and so forth. So it's added another dimension. So I shall always look at the flag with greater knowledge and appreciation.
Such a great story, isn't it? We're going to have more on that on tomorrow's show. But first, moving on, and if you are somebody who is obsessed with Japan and anime, well, you might want to listen to this next chat. That is because an intimate event is going to be taking over Nottingham's Faraday's pub throughout Sunday afternoon, giving you the chance to connect in an up-close and personal way through a very special convention. It'll feature quizzes, manga drawings, cosplay, retro gaming, and karaoke too. Oh, it sounds fabulous. Running from 3 until 9 p.m. And joining me now to tell us more is organiser Manuel Giacconi, as well as Kerisina, who is a Hatsune Miku tribute artist performing at the event. And wait till you see this outfit. Look at you, you look absolutely incredible. Now, I'll go to Manuel first because it's all too exciting for me. Tell us about the event and then we'll talk about this.
So the event is at Faraday's pub in their private function room. It's a new concept because a lot of conventions are getting bigger and bigger, and I feel that some of them lose that intimacy, and we're trying to bring a community together. As we're based in Derby, we run a Tackling, which is the anime event that we do in Derby. We wanted to bring something different to Nottingham in a location where we would only have maybe 100 people, just to give them that touchness to the artists so they can come close, we can all interconnect, they can get involved, they can have photos done. There's lots of activities to do on the day, there's games, we've got a VTuber appearing, so we're trying to keep a lot happening in the day but also keep it very connected.
What's a VTuber?
So a VTuber is a person that's created a character online, and they will voice that character, so people will watch their streams and their Twitch. So the character is usually an anime character, but they'll put the voice behind it. And there's some really famous ones, and we've got a UK one, which is, so we're streaming it live for an hour. So it's actually a meet and greet. So people will be talking to the person through the camera.
That is very cool. Now let me go from very cool to very cool. This is an incredible outfit. Kerisina, you are, now I'm having to read this, a Hatsune Miku tribute artist.
Yeah.
Now, my director is very excited about this and knows exactly what that means. I don't know what that means. So can you tell me who you are being a tribute artist for?
So Hatsune Miku, it's sort of like an anime character, but with a twist, in my opinion. So Hatsune Miku was originally created around 2006 and 2007 time by some Japanese artists all over in Japan. Now there's multiple producers that create her songs, and she's actually performed on stage, not as an actual human being, but as a hologram more like.
So cool.
A lot of people call her a robot because of that, and growing up, I've always loved Hatsune Miku. A friend got me into Miku.
I was going to say, how did you get into it?
Yeah, a friend got me into it. I fell in love. I then searched up the songs up on YouTube, and I saw she had different choreographies. And I thought, well, I like to self-teach myself how to dance, just as a general hobby, since I'm about 11 years old. And I started dancing in my kitchen at home with my parents, showing my parents the dances I did for Hatsune Miku, occasionally doing it at school on the performing arts stage that we had. And from there I thought, it's always been my dream to be a Miku tribute artist. And never did I think I'd make it so far to actually make that a career.
Because people must be so, I mean, I'm excited to see you, and I don't know who you're being a tribute artist for, but people who know must be so excited.
Yeah, I hope they are.
So what do you do? Do you sing and perform?
It's more like lip syncing and dancing on stage. A lot of other performers and idols do it. It's a very common thing amongst Japanese performers like myself as a tribute. Never really seen a Hatsune Miku tribute performer before, actually on stage doing a mini concert.
This is very, very cool. So where do you get the outfit from?
Where do I not?
I was going to say, is this something you can buy online, or are you making it?
So some of my outfits I do make. I've made my own Sakura Miku version before for one of Manny's events. This one personally I actually bought online.
It looks amazing. Oh, and I could talk to you for ages. We're running out of time, so I need to come back to you, Manuel, to talk about the event. What else can we find at the event on Sunday?
There'll be DJ Manimal there. So it's only 100 tickets, so we've only got 30 tickets left. And the first 50 get a free signature autograph for DJ Manimal. DJ Manimal will be performing with Kerisina. He performs the music and Kerisina does the dancing. It's just going to be a fun day. I mean, we just want people to come. We've got some people from Derby coming from their Tackling. We want to meet some new Nottingham people and really just try and build this Derby-Nottingham relationship in the anime scene of the two cities, because we're so close, and that's really what I just want to see people that are having a good time, enjoying
people
themselves.
Really do have a good time at these events. So if people want to find out more and get their hands on these last 30 tickets, where can they go?
Just on the website. So they go onto the Tackle World website. That's otakuworld.co.uk, and or if they put Faraday's anime up close and personal, they'll be able to find the tickets even through a search engine.
Amazing.
There'll be no tickets tickets on the door, I don't think. So it will be
Amazing.
tickets.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing that. You look incredible
Thank
too.
you very much.
But you
Thank
look
as
incredible.
always. Thank you.
So much. All right, in your other news now, it's time for some Knots news. And the rapist whose victim woke to find him sexually assaulting her in a hotel room has been locked up. 26-year-old Michael Gibson targeted the woman after a night out in the city in March 2019 when the pair shared a hotel after he'd missed his bus home. Specialist forensic evidence led to his arrest after the victim had spoken with police, and after denying rape, he was found guilty following a 4-day trial last December. Appearing in Nottingham Magistrates Court on Friday, though, he was jailed for 6.5 years. Next, and a teenage boy has been arrested after reports of a man being scammed, robbed and blackmailed. Police were called after he was reportedly threatened and made to hand over cash by 2 people in balaclavas. He'd been tricked into attending a Bulwell address to meet a woman he'd been talking to online, only for it to turn out as sextortion blackmailing scam. After contacting the police, he was threatened with explicit images being released unless he transferred money. Now, though, police have arrested a 17-year-old boy on suspicion of robbery and blackmail. And Nottingham's Upper Parliament Street remained partially closed throughout Thursday due to a collapsed underground water pipe. Traffic disruption and bus diversions were experienced throughout the day, whilst a potential sinkhole was addressed. It followed the road closing between the Royal Centre and Tollhouse Hill on Wednesday after Severn Trent uncovered the collapsed pipe under the road surface. The water provider apologised for this disruption caused by the closure, but hasn't confirmed when it expects Upper Parliament Street to reopen. All right, it's time for a short break now, but when we get back, we will be hearing from last weekend's Splendour headliners, the Kaiser Chiefs. Plus, we've got your sport roundup too, featuring a new contract at Forest, a debut at the Stags, and some good cricket from Notts. All of that on the way next. Hello, welcome back to Thursday's show with me, Emma Caldwell. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's what's happening in Notts today. First, and a Nottingham bus route will be protected after a similar service was cut for being commercially unviable. Nottingham City Transport will continue to fund its 3A service, which serves Silverdale and South Wilford, through leftover government funding. The route was taken on by the city provider after the CT4N cut its 2, 22 and 23 services back in 2022. A decision relating to operating costs, falling passenger numbers and the COVID pandemic. The protection of the NCT service was praised during a recent City Council meeting. Next, and a public order targeting antisocial dog ownership in Nottingham has been continued for another 3 years. Nottingham City Council has extended its dog-related public spaces protection order until 2028. It's a legal tool used by councils to target and fine people committing various types of antisocial behaviour, and the order covers dog fouling and requirements for people to pick up after their pets, rules on dogs being on leads in designated areas, and banning the animals from places like children's play areas and sports pitches too. And the leader of the City Council will write to the Home Secretary over concerns about Marilyn Manson's concert this coming November. Manson is due to appear at the Motorpoint Arena as part of his One Assassination Under God tour. His tour's first event, which was due to take place in Brighton in October, was cancelled in June over unproven allegations against the singer. Campaigners and city councillors are calling for the Nottingham gig to be cancelled, whilst the council's leader says the authority is taking legal advice over the event. And we go from one city event to another now as we look back on a fabulous Splendour Festival this past weekend. The crowds flocked to Woollerton Hall to see acts such as Jake Bugg, Natasha Bedingfield, Block Party and, of course, the Kaiser Chiefs, with periods of rain not stopping thousands of fans in attendance from singing their hearts out. And we were, of course, there for one final time on the Notts TV bus. And Al Booth caught up with Ricky and Simon from the Kaiser Chiefs ahead of their Sunday headline slots. Here's some of that chat.
How do you prepare then for a gig? Because you at the end of the day, you know, are you penciling around beforehand, or you?
There's a lot of waiting around being in a band.
We are first to arrive.
We're always up. I think you were up for first, probably.
No, you're up first today.
Okay. And then, but I think the waiting around is part of the thing. So, My tip for any sort of festival organiser or person that wants to put a Kaiser Chiefs on, if you want a genuinely good Kaiser Chiefs gig, make the day really boring. Put us in a box, don't let us out.
Yeah.
No, make the internet really frustratingly slow.
Yeah.
No entertainment at all. And then when we come out, we're like caged tigers.
Yeah, but we're not, because if you had a tiger in captivity and you let it out, I think it'd be confused and go back in.
Yeah,
maybe.
quite docile.
And it probably wouldn't know how to hunt.
Yeah.
And it'd get savaged by some bigger tigers.
But you know
Bad
those,
analogy, Simon.
you know those days there where we're having a lot of fun, like
Yeah.
you go on
A rocket boat.
go around Barcelona, or we go. There was one day, you know, where we drove some like Jaguars around a track.
Oh yeah, that was a bad
good.
gig.
And then the gig after is rubbish because you just
Yeah, but you're meant to be on stage.
No. We just it's like you don't go bungee jumping before your wedding, do you?
I don't assume not. I'm not married,
people
but
do.
some people have the stag do the night before the wedding day.
Yeah.
It's that seems absolute madness, doesn't it?
That's what I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ooh, seems risky.
It was just me and Craig though.
Ah, okay.
At the old bull.
I just
Field.
you don't need the hangover of your life.
No,
On your wedding day.
We had 2 pints of Guinness.
Okay, good. Very, very sensible.
right.
Anyway.
So the Publics, the Publics are gonna be performing with you in your next big
Yeah,
gig.
great, yeah.
Which is
Look forward
great.
to that.
Not bad.
Yeah,
What's the Knots audience like for you?
Very good. We have a great time.
You're
in this
not gonna
sort of-
say
this
I was going to think of something funny to say. But he started talking.
What's the Knots audience
then.
like for you?
It's not funny. Just play on words. What's it like? Well, we played in Nottingham lots of times. We played everywhere. It's amazing. I mean, and like, what was the one you were talking about before? It was that first one we were live on Radio 1.
Right.
That was it. What's it called? The
Rescue rooms.
Yeah.
And then what's the venue? There's a venue next to that, is there? Is
There's
that
Rock
right?
City.
Oh, Rock City. Oh, which is
Rock City,
yeah, that's
yeah.
good. Very good. Yes, yeah.
Obviously, has that got an upstairs bit that's like in a corner?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay.
And
But-
then you played here 2017.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. Tony
On this
Hadley was
bus?
here. I can only remember Tony Hadley being here.
I don't remember anything about it, but I remember it was a really good gig. That's the only thing I remember, which sounds very like sycophantic or whatever, but I do remember it being good.
I think, for some reason, Emma Willis was here, right?
Right.
And Vicky McClure was here.
Of
right?
course. Yeah.
And I was just, they both got the most amazing eyes. And when you were in the conversation, I'm lost. I'm lost in your eyes.
Lost.
To phone my wife. I'm sorry, love, I just got lost in their eyes.
Well, do you know what? We're going to let you go off and
Can you
cuff
get more
them.
information about the 2017 gig? Because we can't really remember who
I
headlined.
don't really. I know we did an interview with you, but
Okay.
I wasn't here either for that. So
Sorry, Al.
I can't. Sorry. And my son was born 2017. I was a bit preoccupied. How are the kids? 'Cause you've got twin 3-year-olds.
got
This
twins.
interview should have finished about 10 minutes
I've
ago.
got twins.
How was that?
It's fantastic.
Is it knackering?
Oh yeah, it's knackering. But it's made touring much better. Because now touring is the time off.
Right. Okay.
So now I approach touring and I'm kind of like, yeah, we're going on tour. Simon's on his phone. Simon's on his phone. Oh, he's looking up. No, he's looking up. Who was playing? Oh, it's very small writing. Maybe our eyes have just gone.
That's Splendid Grass, it's a different festival.
That's Australia, that. Right, never mind.
Black Grape,
Black Grey?
the Buzzcocks. Does it sound right?
Sound right. I don't remember that. Go on then, what was the last words?
That was it. Have you got any message for any? You've you've thrived over 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're brilliant. You're not idiots. Lovable characters.
Mm.
What's your advice for all these upcoming Knots bands that we've been talking to?
Advice. Right, this is important. If you ever get anything free, like clothes, right? If anyone says, oh, this is free, think to yourself, would I wear it? Or no, would I buy it?
Oh,
Don't
okay.
wear it because it's free.
Oh, I love them. I cannot wait to see more of Splendour. It'll be on your telly soon. Right now, it's time for your sports, and we are starting with Forest after homegrown talent Zach Abbott signed a new contract at the City Ground. The new deal comes off the back of a fine season for the young defender, who started for Forest at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final in April and captained England for the European Under-19s Championship this summer. He made his Premier League debut last summer against Newcastle and featured throughout the season. And speaking on his new deal, he said it's just the beginning of his time with the first team.
That you dream of as a kid, like making more steps in the game, and I'm just glad that this journey is continuing at this club. So yeah, I'm really happy, and just thank you to everyone involved. Every little bit has helped me on this journey, and my family have played a massive part in it for me. So yeah, it's all a massive thank you and a sort of a reward for it, but there's more to do and more to push on for. And it's all I've known. it's literally been my life. So every day when I was young in school, my parents would take me in the evenings, so it's all I've known, and yeah, I'm just really happy to continue it, and hopefully many more years and we can achieve a lot more. Just look at it, it's beautiful. It's really nice place we're at. It's been really intense so far, but that's what you want from pre-season.
Oh, welcome to the show. Welcome to the team. At the ACC now, and New Mansfield signing Luke Bolton has said it was great to get his first minutes for the club after coming on as a substitute in Tuesday's 1-0 pre-season loss to Oxford. The 25-year-old joined the Stags on a 2-year deal from Championship side Wrexham, having started his career with the Manchester City Youth Academy. Speaking after Tuesday's defeat, he said he's excited to get more game time under Nigel Clough's Stags.
I know Nigel and Simon have probably been big fans of me for a while. Always seem to play well against Mansfield. And then in the summer was told I'm free to find a new club really. So I know my agent and Simon was speaking, and once I heard the interest, really wanted to get it done. Took a bit longer than I would have liked, but over the line now, so buzzing to be here. Yeah, the lads are class, really welcoming. Feel part of it already really, which is weird to say. I've only got here on Saturday. But yeah, they're all dead welcoming. Training was class yesterday, high intensity. So yeah, really looking forward to the season.
Next, Notts County have signed Dutch goalkeeper Kelly Roos on a free transfer from Italian side Trestina. The former Derby and Aberdeen stopper has played most of his career in the Sky Bet Championship and the Scottish Premiership, and the club says he's a fantastic physical condition, aged 33. He's a former PSV Eindhoven youngster who's also been on trial with Liverpool before Derby won the battle for his signature. And in cricket, Notts continue their good start to the county championship match with Hampshire by declaring 576 runs in their first innings. The Green and Gold saw Lyndon James score an unbeaten 203 runs, whilst Jack Haynes was also bowled out after hitting a century of his own as the side left Hampshire with a huge hill to climb. Hampshire were at the crease this morning trying to catch the target, and we'll have full updates on how Notts are bowling and fielding in tomorrow's show. And elsewhere on the channel, we recently aired the very last episode of the Notts TV Book Club, closing the chapter on 4 amazing series of book chats. You can catch the full show on demand right now, either on our website or our official YouTube channel. And here's some of what you'll find.
And Jayden's recommendations, I'm sure you will agree, have been absolutely fabulous. What a fantastic range of recommendations you've given us, and so desperately bad for my bank balance. So,
And mine.
Thank you for that as well. My husband particularly thanks you for that. Hannah, how about you?
Oh, I would echo everybody else. Like, I think the people make the book club. It's been such a brilliant experience to talk to a range of people from across Nottingham about what they love about.
All right, it's time for a look at your Thursday picture of the day. Look at this, taken by Ian Stevens over at Lawnmaster Notts. Great shot, love that. And don't forget, of course, if you've got a fabulous picture, just tag us on our socials at Notts_TV to get your pics shown on the telly. And in your weather, it was a cloudy start to the day, and that continued throughout most of the afternoon. Some sunny spells this evening, though, with a high of 21 degrees and a low of 15 into Friday. And those sunny spells are continuing, with temperatures going up to highs of 25, lows of 16. Very nice. And on Saturday, it's going to be more of the same, but slightly cooler, with a high of 23 and a low of 14. And that is the end of the show. Thank you to our great guest today. Mark Dennison is looking after you tomorrow to do it all over again. But until then, from everyone on the team, enjoy your evening. I'm Emma Caldwell. Bye-bye.